It's Fuck Yeah Friday.
Fuck yeah!
Get ready for some wins.
Welcome to the Be It Till You See It podcast, where we talk about taking messy action, knowing that perfect is boring. I'm Lesley Logan, Pilates instructor and fitness business coach. I've trained thousands of people around the world, and the number one thing I see stopping people from achieving anything is self-doubt. My friends, action brings clarity, and it's the antidote to fear. Each week, my guests will bring bold, executable, intrinsic, and targeted steps that you can use to put yourself first and be it till you see it. It's a practice, not a perfect. Let's get started.
Hello, Be It Babe. Oh, welcome back. Happy Friday. Happy Fuck Yeah Friday. I get asked, what is FYF all the time? It is Fuck Yeah Friday. And why is that? Because, my goodness, we do not celebrate our wins enough. You guys, if you listen every single week, you hear me say this. And so I hope it's just becoming more and more ingrained in you because we need to hear it all the time, right? But we don't have to wait for things to be complete to celebrate. In my win today, you're going to hear something that's incomplete and some people would consider a failure. So I'm going to share that as a win today. But first, I share your win. So if you want to hear your win on the Be It Pod to inspire others, you just have to send it in. The first one is from DK. She's one of our agency members. And she said, I am very proud of myself because I had a super slow July, August, and September, coupled with some big expenses related to the book that I was feeling guilty about. I started to think, oh, well, it's a slump. I made some bad choices. And then I was like, girl, snap out of it. You are a boss. And after big fucking things, then I thought about Rachel Rodgers' book and I was like, maybe I can get some money moves. One of these things that she suggests is to offer clients something they can't resist. So I thought about how people tend to neglect their well-being for the holidays. So I pushed out a big promotion called Prioritize Your Health. And the clients agreed to do 10 or 20 sessions in 12 weeks. And this way, everyone is done with their packages by December. So it is a special package, special price that they're done with by January, so that she can have new money in January. And it was a huge hit with existing clients, and she got 2 referrals as well. Her revenue tripled for October. Woo, she'll make a credit card bill. I freaking love this, DK. You are a boss, babe. You are freaking killing it. And it is so frustrating when the money flow isn't coming in the way the efforts are, but if they do come in, and I love that you got creative about what is possible. So I'm celebrating you. Joanne Sutton, she is also an agency member and also writing a book. So here we go. I finished editing my book last night. I just have to tidy up the resources list, but the actual first edit is officially done. The power was off for 9 hours here on Tuesday and has just come on now after 9 hours of being off today. I'm proud that I was still able to teach all of my clients and go live in Agency Mini using my phone and a power bank to recharge. I had to research what a power bank was and buy one. I wanted time editing my book and it was finished before power outages and I did it. So grateful to have all of this done and not let the power outages ruin my week. Fuck yeah, Joanne. So I love this because you ever had that? You have these things you want to do and then there's traffic or the power goes out like Joanne, or there's just obstacles that are outside of your control. And it's so easy for us to go, well, I guess I can't do it. And then woe is me it, but she didn't. She figured out what was possible. Yes, I love it. I have one more book win from an agency member, Claire Sparrow. She said, this is a bit of an old one because her book is out and bestseller, you guys, but I have to share this with you because it's really beautiful. Today, my mom told me that my book launch date is the day 1 year ago that my biggest inspiration, my amazing granny, Gigi, left this earth. It's Friday the 13th. When I was choosing the date, it felt so visceral that I had to choose it. Others close to me said, ooh, aren't you superstitious? And I just said, it's lucky. And for me today, I found out why. My book is dedicated to my granny and it honors her even more now. So her book is out, you guys. She was a guest on the Be It Pod as well. And her book is out. It's Hope for Your Pelvic Floor. And you can definitely go and get that. So 3 big books coming out from agency members. And I'm really, really excited. Okay. So my win, here's the deal. So a couple weeks ago, I was in Nashville working with one of my coaches and just being in a room with a bunch of people who don't do the same thing as me. I always get really good ideas because sometimes I get ideas off of other people's ideas and then I can see how I can filter with me, which is why I make a really great coach. I'm just going to say it. But at any rate, there's this person in there who would have intimidated me had my coach not said, you should meet this woman. I'm going to have her on the pod. But anyways, she would have intimidated me. I probably would have introduced myself, but because she was on my list of people I had to meet, I was like, okay, go meet her. So first of all, big win. I made her introduce myself. Second win, I taught her a Pilates class. Third win, she wanted to pitch me to a really big event happening next March. And within 48 hours, I got her what she needed to pitch me. She did. And she got a no for this year, but maybe for next year. And I'm telling you guys, like, I'm celebrating this because one, the things I had to do to like kind of compile together something that she could use to pitch me were like outside my comfort zone. And I could have been like, I'm too busy. I've got too much going on, but like I made it happen. And also, of course, deflating. Like I thought it was like meant to be. I was free those days, like all this stuff. And it didn't happen, but they want me for possibly 2025. And that's huge, right? That's so huge. So I'll obviously be following up with that to make sure that that's happening and we can nail that down. But the thing is like, just because things don't happen when you expect them doesn't mean it's a loss. Like the things I had to do help me grow and build a new muscle. And I have things ready to pitch myself to other events and conferences. So get ready, world. I'm going to be doing a lot of conferences as the experienced person. I'm working on it. That's my thing I'm putting out into this world. All right. So do you see how like the wins don't have to, could you imagine if I waited till March of 2025 to tell you the story? We would all lost out. Put yourself in rooms of people that make you intimidated, introduce yourself, and then do something different. Like that's the moral of the story. And guess what? Things will work for you. Like they just will. I have no idea what's going to happen from that, but I believe it's going to be bigger than I could ever have imagined. All right. Your affirmation for today, for this week, is every decision I make is supported by my whole and inarguable experience. Every decision I make is supported by my whole and inarguable experience. So y'all, you cannot make a wrong decision in this world. Everything is happening for you and you have wins to celebrate this week. I want to hear them. Make sure you share them with a friend, share this podcast with a friend. And until next time, be it till you see it.
That's all I got for this episode of the Be It Till You See It podcast. One thing that would help both myself and future listeners is for you to rate the show and leave a review. And follow or subscribe for free wherever you listen to your podcast. Also, make sure to introduce yourself over at the Be It Pod on Instagram. I would love to know more about you. Share this episode with whoever you think needs to hear it. Help us and others be it till you see it. Have an awesome day.
Be It Till You See It is a production of the Bloom Podcast Network.
It's written, filmed, and recorded by your host, Lesley Logan, and me, Brad Kroll.
It is produced and edited by the epic team at Diseño.
Our theme music is by Ali at Apex Production Music, and our branding by designer and artist Gianfranco Cioffi.
Special thanks to Melissa Solomon for creating our visuals and Samena Velazquez for our transcriptions.
Also to Angelina Herrico for adding all the content to our website, and finally to Meredith Crowell for keeping us all on point and on time.